This is day 1287 of Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. And since the war continues, may this be as close for everybody who's in Sakana throughout Israel and throughout the world. Um, we are doing today Yerodeh Simon Kuf Tzadik Dalid, Simon 5 to Kuf Tes. We're actually going to get into some actual practical Zman Hazeh halachos, things of yore. All these things in Midah Isa. Because one of the Jews were set up properly, but they didn't. And there were major courts who were universally accepted by all Bami Yisrael. After Peter, after he was scattered, but was saying Rabbim as a great iniquity, who could lachmir b'chol you have to be machmir all this. Just like back then, time Rabbi Zera, they're machmir on tibas dam kachaydo. So too, and it seems like this is a later thing than that. So too by labor blood, any woman who gives birth, we assume that she's Yoledes Bazo. Bodich Goinim, Shalival Dam Tor. Then the Goin went further and said, no more Dam Tor. Much because we Perk Base Shwil, so Ram Perk Alf on them. You may be a time Macomas Shanago with Dam Tor in a Turk, much because of Rambam Sham. There were some people who still did Dam Tor, like the Rambam writes, actual Hot Futzas Sagoila ain't boiling on Dam Tor, nobody does it anymore. Chabes, Batam Michum Razu. The reason for this Chumanev and Devar Sham, the Zelmi Tam Chumadim Raisi Saw and Sham. It's the same principle as Chum Rabbi Zera. I will ain't move on mine on Zelze. It's not clear what the connection is. Tacha Kula Torah. All this blood is Torah. Well, no Kavanos in the Yerk Mosh Kasa Ran. Sham Shem Ramban seems like he means like the Ran's name Rabban Shkin after Pid more. It seems like the more means this Shek Hashem Shechoshu Lutos with Piskei Nida. Just like they're concerned with a mistake in making Cheshbainas of Nida. The Vira Kachmir Benos Yisok Mosh Kava Simon Kupei Gimel. Therefore, they're machmir on tibas on chayda. Kach is the chus. Now you made Torah. Also, we have the same concern if you can use the made Torah. Shem yavolitos, but also sopik yoldos. Maybe they'll come to make a mistake with women who they're not sure if they were yoldos. Sheoshu salei v'zochan that came in and well, we're not sure. There's a triple suffix. Sheoshu salei l'zochar that came nida. I don't know if it's male, female, or just nida. Well, she's born. Like we'll see. Shema Yinagubaim Gamkein Kulazu. It may also be Mako, even though it's not applicable there. Before the Issachars, come to an Issachars. Came which is Dover Muscle Chol, since it's something which is it takes place at home. It's not under a supervision. Therefore, it's necessary to be machmir. There's a place where they have a super chumrah. So they both cloud are born with Zachar Ulushurin Keva. Not going to make them at all during the 4 days for male and the 8 days for female. Rambam al Kohet Togar, so the Rambam calls foul on this. Because by Gavtin Tazvel Shazel Minaktos, it's a mistake. They learn from the Sadducees. It's a kaifan, it's a mitzvah to compel them. And to bring them back to where the Chachamim Shatik Bolachas Fir Shimon Akim and Shah. That should be told whatever she can make it Shimon Akim. Klamar, meaning that's talking for Shim. Hadisi Teshebit Mei Torah. That she should sit in the blood of her Torah. The Gamla Bala also Admulas Mei Torah. She should sit. This is from her husband until he made Torah over. Rabbi Ramakas said the Ein Latir B'Makom Shalagul Achmir. Can't be matir a place where they're constantly machmir. Makom She'Ein Minag, place where there's no minag. Ein Lachmir Klal should not be machmir at all. Ragmiat Shlo Asa Adam Achar Shiva L'Zachar. That came immediately after she doesn't see blood. After 7 days, they have left for male, 14 days for female. V'Shlofar Shiva Nakim. And she counts 7 clean days. Muteres L'Bayla just bring her husband on Kan L'Shonim. Coming Agdolim Lo Yeshua named Dover Zesh because of the Ein Latir Makom Shalagul Achmir. Some Agdolim were not happy that he said you can't be matir where because the cuts me machmir. Came into Rama Koilet said minus. Because Rama calls this heresy. Inki totally taint time even though they tried to give reasons for this minute, Bachim the Shach, nevertheless, Kulam Tamim Lonachonim, all those reasons are incorrect. Sheish Shabatam Minag Gazan, we should negate, cancel this minute. It's a Taz and crazy Felici. Kamadon Bidla Minag Gazan. Some of them actually did negate this minag in practical terms. The bracket says here, I create place Sham Shu Bita Minag Zeb Metz. Because the place he was, Yos Aivshis Rav in Metz, and he negated that minag there. Vagon Chacham Tziva Hamburg, in Hamburg, Vagon in Prague. Seems to me this minhag is not anywhere. Char Shiva Zohar Yigdal in Keva, and after 7 days for a male and 14 days for a female. Doesn't matter. Iraqi Chol Yismashim in Akim, Tistor, but she's just Tispor, she should count the Telech Mikvah, with the Teres Bala, she should go to Mikvah, and she's permitted to her husband. Chol Dal, Shonu Chachol Mishnah, Chol Torah Mishnah, Hamapelos Yom, Arboim Enoch Sheshes Levad. A woman who miscarries on the 40th day, she's not concerned with a child. Liyom Mem Aleph, because 40 days, the first 40 days of a pregnancy is not considered to be a fetus. That's why we're Meko, the halacha is Meko with abortions during the first 40 days of pregnancy. Yom Mem Aleph, it happens on the 41st day, so she can't see at that point. So it has to sit and for Zachar Nekev or Nida. It goes around Paragyud, Batur B'Shulchan Aruch. Yesh Lovin, you have to understand. We know that should be on our boy. I know it's the 40 days. So no, I'm not sure why it's not possible to know. She had Bia once within the last 40 days, so she knows exactly when. But anyway, the Imishun the Tavla, money the philosophy because she went to the mikvah. And she counts after the time she went to the mikvah. It seems that Rashi, maybe she got pregnant before that. That's why it's been in relation to her for 3 months. The Meisim Mubarak quite him. So that where she pregnant earlier, the fetus would have been recognizable from the outside. Those days I feel Bob Mikoyim, even if had relations before, came with Chochel and Tefillah. Once she went to the mikveh after that, in Cain Rosa Damnida. So she saw Damnida, so better say some lekas damid. If she was Nida, then she would be have no blood. So but it's like a shuni. Frasilas are common gedolim. Some of them disputed that. Animus lekas dami kodem akaras uvar. That's a big kiddush. I don't think it's correct biologically. That she's not mislekas dog. She's not free of blood until after the ubar is recognizable. It's the Sidrei Tara and the Ree Miller, the Shvus Yaakov. She can even still be called Veses before we can distinguish the fetus. That's the Chavas Das. So therefore, Arukh HaShulchan says, must see the Mishnah mean like we said. They have relations in 3 months. But otherwise, she has to be choshesh to be machmir. That's the Torah is precise, and he wrote. She knows clearly. She appealed to Husband and said that she was miscarried during this time. Torah mitumas later, then she's Torah from tumas later. Akal shara kavanos later means like we said. He says in brackets, Perusha the Shei Tesha of Zochel Nekeva Nida. How she does these things, he's bar common Sif Nun Zayin. Okay, V'ampel to talk mem. Woman who miscarries within 40 days. Avshena Choshesh Levad. Even though she's not concerned with the fetus, nevertheless she's told Nida. No, she didn't see blood. Because we hold the cervix cannot open below down without blood coming out. Okay, when she appealed to Dvarma, since she miscarried something, her womb must have opened up. Ve'eno belidam, and it's not without blood. You say 441 days, it's just water. It's just like water. Maybe it's just liquid, it oozes out, so to speak. So maybe the cervix didn't actually open. V'gam das Rashi Torah Sabayis Noitekein. Rashi seems to say this as well. We can't come see about the Raiva Yichmir Bezeh. It concludes the Raiva is Machmir. V'amad the Lo Gar Michaticha. It's no worse than a piece. Where you say that it does open the womb. Because of Sheroy Lechush Dvarim, you have to be concerned with what he says. I said Ayin Sham. Chavav, because of a Rambam, Perak Din Yud, base. If the fetus had a very, very vague form of a human being, it's not clear, you can't see it explicitly. I raised the Teshev, the Keva, she's got to sit for both the male and female. This is called a fetus which has has rukam really means is knit, which his limbs have knit together. Ezer shapim rukam, what's the shapim rukam? Tchilas b'yatzish adam guva kadasha. When a person is initially in a fetus, his body is the size of a lentil. Shnei of his two eyes, kishnei tipei zvuv, are like two drops of a fly, literally fly eyes. Ruchaka zemizev, distance from each other. Nechosamav, shnei is two nostrils, kishnei tipei zvuv. Kurabin says also like fly's eyes, I guess, which are close to each other. Pipa soka chudasara, his mouth is open the size of a hairbreadth. And he has no distinct hands and legs. If it's form becomes more clarified than that, between male and female. You can't check with water, but you can check with oil. The oil makes everything smooth. Maybe you bring a stick, like a toothpick. The head is smooth. You move it up and down in that place, in the genital region. In Masach, if it gets caught, it's known that he's a male. If you see in that place something which looks like a split barley kernel, she is in the cave of Ein, so bleeding off the check. All these four knitted miscarriages. You don't give them the May Torah until Vlad becomes Yasir. It's not clear. Obviously, it doesn't mean hair here. It doesn't have Vlad hair. I guess it means the size of a barley as opposed to the size of a lentil. That's what it says. I forgot the Mishu Rav Guvrei Kishmul, even though somebody was an expert like Shmuel, Baki B'tzir Savlados, and he was a doctor, and he was very, very expert in determining the stages of a fetus's growth. Yodea Heitev Shazel Vlad Gomer Kviatzim Shibezbar, and he knows that this is the absolute fetus in these cases. Koko Nebas Rumain became since most people are not. Bucking this, tell me the rak lechushi meituma choshesh v'chaykavna. Now you only be choshesh for meituma, the chumrah. Avlitei meitar, but give meitar lekula. Ain't saying you can't give achiyasi or avlad until because of the size of a barley kernel shazel v'lag gomer. Then it's absolutely a true fetus. You done ain't boli on dam torah, ain't hakemina v'cholzeh. Is that cloud? So we don't use dam torah anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Chav Zayin, Arukh HaShulchan, he also writes, she miscarried a white piece. In the Nikrav needs some etzem, you rip it open and you find a bone, raises from later. She has 2 months later. You put a shop in Molly Mine. If she miscarried a sack full of water, Molly down, or full of blood, Molly Genunim, or full of Genunim, Klomar Givanim, different streaks of different colors, Molly Basar, or full of flesh, Halvein Amrukam, since it's not formed, it's not knitted, she doesn't have to assume that it was a fetus. Before me said, but this becomes clear that if it's not white, later. She's not telling me later. Ramban says we don't know what colors are which by fetuses. Wrote as follows: a woman who miscarries a piece, whether it's right or any other color. Yeshma etzem, and has a bone, or yad, or rogel, or it has or a hand, or a leg, or sandal. Not sure what the sandal is here. I really don't know what his sandal is here. Vesto atum, or you have a fetus whose windpipe is a solid block. Or a creature which has 2 backs, and 2 spines. You may too much on the keva. You may too much on the keva. Because of the ziva. We're not expert in these laws. So no matter what, we give you meituma. You may tara enough kusa. And may tara don't make a difference anymore. Since we don't have that custom of using dam Torah anymore. It's a great principle. Anytime we're concerned with a fetus, Can't go make mitzvah after Shiva Nakim. But I keep Bokanim Yudal and Zakum. And if she goes to make it before 14 days elapsed, it's nothing. Sharei Chashin Shem Nekeva. Because they're concerned maybe it's a female. Tefillah should be made Tuma, Eino Klum, and a Tefillah done in the days of Tuma is nothing. Chavches. Hama Peles Kamin Veima Chayvo. She miscarries him, which looks like an animal or a bird. If the face it looks like the face of a human being, it is a fetus. The main determination is made by the face. We're not concerned with the rest of the body. That which looks like an animal, domesticated animal, a non-domesticated animal, or for a bird. Therefore, if it has a human face and it looks like it's clear it's a male, 7 days. If it's a female, 14 days. If we can't tell, she has made tumah to the keva, 14, made zacha, which is only 33, well, only 40 altogether, whatever. That's going to be less, because the second week of the keva, so it's 33 minus 7. But of course, we don't have that anymore. If the face is not like human beings, even though the rest of the body is the complete body of a human being, and his hands and legs look like a human being, and it's male and female, ain't no vlad. Still not a fetus. The Torah does not make her tummy later. What is considered to be a human face? Gemara says, Hametzach, the forehead, Bagvinim, and the eyebrows. So having eyes and jaws. The Gabos has Zakon, and the backs of the beard. The Hemas Santaim, those are the chins, which are the lower jaws. Now, Magmara Yesh Machlokas, Gemara has Machlokas, Im Hakfulim, K9, when you have double of something, like eyes or nostrils, whatever they are. Both of them have to be human form, and one is good enough. But Rama says you need two. Some say one is enough. But the mouth and the ears and the nose, they're like the rest of the body. They don't have to take a human form. We're not Bucky, so none of this makes a difference to us anyway. Okay, that is it for today.